Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our distinguished guests and global participants joining us from every corner from the world. I am Marihan Jum, a student of IUBAT, International Business, Agriculture and Technology, Uttara, Dhaka. I am your host for today, and it is my absolute honor to welcome you to the Global Virtual Seminar and Smart Icon Award 2026. This prestigious event is organized by the Smart World Partnership Forum, presented by FZ Collection and powered by Uparjan Mart and B Digital Point. Now, I would like to request our co-host, Gulbin Ozdemir ma'am, to continue and welcome our keynote and guest speakers.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our keynote session. To enlighten us on today's theme, we have a multi-award-winning STEM instructor and a true global icon from the Ministry of Education, Religious Affairs and Sports, Greece. Please put your virtual hands together for our keynote speaker, Dr. Rania Lampu. I'm sorry if I misunderstood or mispronounced your name. Sorry, madam. Welcome, madam. The floor is yours now.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy. We are coming from neighboring countries, Turkey and Greece. I'm very happy to see you here, and I'm happy we connected. I would like to welcome you all. Me too. It's a great pleasure and honor to welcome you this inspiring event, a Global Virtual Seminar 2026 and the Virtual Smart Icon Award 2026 ceremony. And of course, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to Smart World Partnership Forum for these amazing initiatives. And of course, I would like to warmly thank Dr. Mazoudrana for his kind invitation and for being always ahead of this such inspiring events. So today I think we gathered to celebrate the power of innovation, the brilliance of women and girls, and the incredible opportunities that nowadays, for example, artificial intelligence brings to our world. AI, we know, is transforming the way we live, we work, we learn, we solve problems, and most importantly, it's creating new pathways for women and girls to lead change and make a real difference in society and global economy. So today, I think it's more about technology or global economy. It's about empowerment, leadership, and purpose. It's about showing girls and women that they belong in the world of science, of technology, of engineering, innovation. It's about inspiring future leaders to use AI not just to build machines, but to build solutions for healthcare, for education, for environmental protection, social equality. So to every young girl, I would like to say that your ideas matter. To every woman striving to break barriers, I would say that your voice matters. And to every innovator and dreamer in this room, I would say that your contribution matters. And let us remember that the future of technology and global economy should be inclusive, ethical, and compassionate, because women bring always unique perspectives, creativity, and empathy that can help shape AI into a force for positive change. And together we can create a future where girls are not just users of technology, but creators, leaders, and change makers. So thank you all for being here. I warmly welcome you all. So I will start sharing my presentation. Actually, my topic will focus on a project that I'm involved in, a very pioneer program. It's about space, fostering equality in space STEM careers for women leaders. And if we have time, we will explore also women leaders in AI. Let's see how much time I will take. I don't know if it's visible now.
Yeah, it is. It is. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I would say that here at the Greek Ministry of Education, recently I was involved in the Gender Education Action Plan 2023-2026, and our mission is to empower women in the public sector, to help them through empowerment programs. This includes also health and mental workshops, because women all around the world now are suffering more and more than men, obviously, from mental health disorders. And we are planning and implementing a wide variety of workshops and training programs. In addition, I'm working, collaborating with the Greek Astronomy Space Society, where we're trying to empower girls towards science-related careers. And recently, this year, I'm the country ambassador of a very innovative program, which is called the Mission Shaktisat. It was launched in India by Space Kids India. It's a startup, an aerospace startup, which designs and builds satellites and rockets. And what we're doing here, we have united 12,000 girls from 108 countries, and we're going to build satellites and CubeSats, which will be sent to the moon for a historical next space mission of Chandrayaan-4. I guess you all know that Chandrayaan-3 was very successful. So you can understand that students of 13 to 17 years old, they're going to build CubeSats, mini satellites, which will be sent to the moon, of course, with the help of their teachers. So I'm going to visit India in August for this technical training. So what is the meaning of this program? Of course, this program involves only girls. And why? Because it's about unleashing the potential of untapped stars. Here, with advanced technologies like electric propulsion for orbital transfer, hands-on educational programs, international collaboration, we try to encourage young women globally to innovate and excel in STEM fields. Because hands-on experience, we know that spark a love for science that can transform girls into confident leaders shaping the future of STEM. Unfortunately, what is happening still now? The numbers are disappointing, as we're going to see. One major goal of this program is to encourage girls to excel in traditionally male-dominated fields. So equal access, because remember that every girl deserves to reach for the stars, and it's about, of course, igniting passion and building leaders. So it's a global alliance because embassies, institutes, ministries, NGOs, organizations from across the planet are involved in this program. So this is how it will work. Why? Because unfortunately, only 30% of women are researchers. And if we talk about STEM field, approximately 30-35% of women are engaged in science-related fields. The same happens in big tech companies. In terms of leadership job, women represent approximately 30%. And what about in space industry? Space industry, only 20% of space jobs are held by women, and only 11% of astronauts have been women. So you can understand what is the meaning of this project. It's about closing the gender gap. It's about launching a universe of untapped talents, about equal access to infinity. This matters a lot because already we have seen women who are leaders. For example, I don't know if you're aware that behind Chandrayaan-3, this historical space mission, were women like Tanisa Bhatia. So why involve women and girls in STEM fields? Because this can help them with the real world relevance and practical applications. They can help them overcome the gender stereotypes. They can be involved in collaborating, quality-based learning. It can help them develop more empathy, social impact. Already we know that women have a pro-social behavior. They have more developed interpersonal skills in comparison to men. So maker spaces, Tinker Labs, coding, robotics workshops, design thinking, environmental projects are now designed all around the world to encourage girls to make actually science attractive to girls, because unfortunately nowadays women feel the world of science hostile. And I want to share some statistics also in Europe, what is happening. Although we organize so many projects, we have European funded programs. Ms. Bulban knows very well because Turkey is ahead of many STEM projects. So Erasmus project, Horizon project, so many initiatives for girls and girls coding and things like that. Still, I was reading the statistic I received with the Greek Ministry of Education from Eurydice. Eurydice examines the educational systems, and Eurydice says that the numbers in some cases are stable, manufacturing or in engineering, and in some cases the number of girls who enroll in this field is decreasing, like computer science. In my country, the enrollment in computer science fell by 10%. And the experts so it's paradoxical because we invest a lot on women STEM, but the results are not satisfying. So the experts say that still the reason behind this is that the persisting long-lasting biases and the gender stereotypes that still exist. What we can do, why space education matters STEM? Because it's something that inspires curiosity and wonder. Already there are many space education programs that can help women leaders deploy their talent, like the NASA education program, Space Camp, CubeSat programs. So why space STEM education for girls? Because this can help them unlock and capitalize. This means that when girls see women succeeding as astronauts and engineers or scientists, it sends a powerful message that these careers are not limited by gender. And this visibility can inspire them to pursue their interest in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, so fields where women have historically been underrepresented. And ultimately, it fosters a more diverse, inclusive future in space exploration and innovation. And if you think about the role of portrait, of how media portray scientists, media, this is very important because we talk about here about role models. It's about visibility, and this visibility can increase self-efficacy and challenge the stereotype that STEM is a male-dominated space. Media that portrays scientists as predominantly, for example, awkward, this may alienate girls who don't identify with those traits. So on the other hand, diverse and relatable portrayals help broaden the image of what a typical scientist looks like. So exciting depictions of STEM careers like exploring space, solving global problems, this can spark curiosity and ambition in young women, especially when characters are shown enjoying their work and overcoming challenges. So what I want to say here is what we call normalization of STEM interest. When female characters in media pursue STEM naturally, it helps normalize this interest for girls. And this means early exposure, early STEM education, because this builds confidence. Early engagement helps develop the skills and self-belief needed to pursue complex subjects like astrophysics or aerospace engineering. And positive early experiences can actually counteract social messages that STEM is only for boys. It provides hands-on learning like robotics clubs, workshops, space camp, giving girls tangible, exciting experiences that make STEM fun and engaging. And these activities help foster problem-solving and collaboration skills essential for space careers. And of course, the girls who develop an interest in STEM early are more likely to take advanced courses in mathematics or science, leading to college degrees and careers in space science, engineering, or astronauts. Without early encouragement, many girls lose interest by middle school due to lack of support or representation. So how could schools integrate space science in a way that appeals to girls? by using real-world connections. Show how space science impacts life on Earth, like monitoring, satellite communication, medical innovations, to make it more relevant and engaging. By encouraging collaborative projects, design activities that emphasize teamwork, creativity, problem solving, open mentorship clubs, connect students with female mentors, successful women leaders in STEM, and support space-related clubs like astronomy or robotics with inclusive leadership opportunities is what I'm doing with the Greek Astronomy Space Society here. Design gender-inclusive curriculum. So avoid gender-biased language and examples. Make sure that learning materials represent a balance of perspectives. And of course, incorporate creative and multidisciplinary activities. So what is happening now? The areas of progress, of course, so we have so many initiatives, outreach programs, the policy support, robust policies, increased awareness, but the barriers remains. The cultural, like gender stereotypes in schools with fewer resources, STEM programs may be limited or extracurricular, and girls may have less encouragement or parental support to participate, unequal participation and leadership, and lack of mentorship. So the biggest obstacles of preventing girls from entering the space industry is the biases that STEM is for boys. The social beliefs still portray these fields as men-dominated. The lack of female astronauts, engineers in school books, in films, in toys, this reinforces these biases. The confidence gap and imposter syndrome, which is the psychology, that girls often underestimate their abilities in science, even when they perform equally well or better than boys. And the fear of failure or not being good enough, this can prevent them from pursuing high-level careers like aerospace engineer or astrophysics. And these challenges, what I mentioned before, the leaky pipeline phenomenon. What is the leaky pipeline phenomenon? That girls enroll in the first year, but they don't manage to get a degree because during their studies, they are going to face many obstacles, so they don't get a degree. This is the leaky pipeline phenomenon. The imposter syndrome that I mentioned before is the lack of confidence. The stereotype threat, the math anxiety has to do the perception of the brain. And the Matilda effect, I think it's very important to see. Matilda effect is when the work, the original work of a woman is attributed to men. How many times we have seen this here, the Nobel Prize? How many times women lost their work, and their work was attributed to men? We have the case of Liz Meitner, Rosalind Franklin, and many other women who were excluded from Nobel Prize and other great distinctions. So what we're trying to do today is to try to mitigate this Matilda effect or the maternal role bias. What is the maternal role bias? That women, when they have children, they're not considered able enough to continue to work. All these stereotypes are still persisting in our century, alongside with other challenges like the work-life balance pressures, the lack of support networks, big up the workplace culture, so the social pressure, and all these issues. What we recommend is we need gender-sensitive curricula. We need to provide mentorship, raise more public awareness to parents, try to expand after-school and summer STEM opportunities for girls. Mentorship is also very important, and try to prioritize inclusive, respectful, diverse environments and strong leadership. Emphasize strong, visible role models for women in these fields. In the higher education, what universities can do, they can keep track of and analyze gender equality in enrollment retention rates. So we need to have to adopt evidence-based strategies. So try to track the enrollment. Organize campaigns targeted girls in high school or integrate counseling regarding dropout prevention protocols for sexual harassment. Use online tools that can help us monitor the progress. And create support centers for women and open spaces, apply policies that allow for a good work-life balance and solidarity between women. So in hiring also, in aerospace hiring, what is needed is to promote gender-neutral job description, not only aerospace hiring, everywhere. Neutral job descriptions, ensure diversity in hiring panels, offer equal career advancement opportunities for women, and foster inclusive organizational culture. So many opportunities and scholarship that exist for girls in STEM, not only for hands-on and robotics and coding and mentorship. I can give here some scholarships for girls who are interested in Society of Women Engineers, Women Aerospace Foundation. NASA also offers a European Space Agency. I have been there many times. It's amazing. They offer free training courses for teachers of primary secondary education. And confidence building, networking, all this an important role of parents and teachers, because parents are responsible for the early exposure of girls in these fields, how to create opportunities, how to provide role models, how to support innovation. So already exists from women. We have Catherine Johnson, who calculated trajectories for American Apollo missions. We have Valentina Tereshkova, first woman in space, Sally Ride, first American woman in space, and first female shuttle pilot, Ellen Collins. So many brilliant examples. In the National Space Station, Christina Koch, she's very famous. She conducted the first all-female spacewalk in 2019, and Sunita Williams also participated in the multiple long-duration ISS missions. So girls are important, women are important, because they offer fresh, innovative perspectives to the table. They have empathy-driven leadership. They have more communication, developed communicative skills. They think with inclusive design in mind. So and girls can not only be astronauts, they can adopt engineering roles. They can be involved in mission operation, manufacturing, integration, in business, in commercial and support roles. So we need, of course, more robust policies. The United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs already, NASA, European Space Agency, which can help the UN's Space for Women initiative. It's very interesting to see here how they can support the girls and women through global mentorship programs, advocacy, support for international visibility. What we're doing here in Greece, we're organizing these astronomy coding workshops, try to help to engage women, girls, in order to expand family understanding of STEM education opportunities, to support financial, educational, and privileged girls, and provide training opportunities for STEM teachers. So this will help them to increase scientific knowledge, to help them collaborate, raise their interest in STEM. Here are some of our projects which were awarded in European competitions organized by Scientists and STEM Alliance, and they were presented also in national television. One of my most important projects also is called gender-based violence, was implemented in public schools in Nigeria because there are high rates of gender-based violence. And the project included the neuroscience in order to show to students what is happening in the body when the body receives violence. So it was a very impactful program. And finally, what about women in AI? AI for social good. Why girls should lead innovation? Because innovation becomes more inclusive, because communities benefit from solutions designed with empathy, because bias and systems can be reduced, and young girls gain role models. Real-world examples of girls and women leading impactful AI startups. Fei Li, a researcher and advocate for human-centered, and many other examples. So some startups, AI startups created by women leaders, Matrix AI, these startups use AI to improve diagnosis of endometriosis. World Labs, which focus on spatial intelligence for robotics. FIA, co-founded by Phoebe Gates. And many cases of startups created by women and who are very, very successful. Real-world examples of women. Dark Trace protects global companies from ransomware. Affectiva, very popular also for ethics. Also, we have women founders. So all these examples, founder for Girls Who Code, Risma Sojani. So how we can, for concluding, how girls can start their AI journey? They can learn the basics, then they can identify social problem. Always STEM starts from identifying a problem, generate innovative ideas, search for support and mentorship. Then they can start building small projects on a pilot basis. Then they can join communities, competitions. Then will be the launching, and finally they speak up and lead. So that young girls can lead, can take in order to be engaged in the AI journey and in general in innovative initiatives. Of course, they can have these challenges in mind, but if you follow these tips, believe your abilities, keep learning, start small, dream big, find a mentor, join women tech communities, speak up, embrace failure as a lesson, use AI for purpose, and support other women. Then I think that the journey will be very successful. The ethical AI, women, I mentioned before the case of a startup about ethics in AI, which was created by women, so transparency, accountability, scholarships, opportunities for girls in AI. There are free online courses, intensive programs at the companies that we can explore, global competitions, women-focused innovation grants, and take AI skills that every girl should learn now. Technical skills has to do with programming languages, data analysis, but alongside with soft skills like leadership, communication, creativity, problem solving, and teamwork. So AI can empower women entrepreneurs. Don't forget this, because it can help them with financial planning tools, predictive analytics, with the content creation. We can build a support network that what we are doing now here. We are gathering from different countries, so we can join online tech communities, so we can attend workshops, we can participate in women in tech groups, and be inspired by success stories of young female innovators, building platforms for environmental protections, design safety tools. So all these stories prove that age is not a barrier, of course, to innovation or gender. So take one step today, join the national projects, enroll in a free AI course, start a coding project, join a STEM club, read about women leaders in AI, share your ideas with others. When I launched my first national projects, I didn't have any financial support. I only use social media. Remember that the social power of social media is very big. In 2 weeks, I had thousands of students who had enrolled, had registered in my international projects. So join the national projects and don't be afraid of international collaborations. So thank you very much for your attention. And
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Rania. How do you pronounce your name, by the way? I do apologize if I mispronounce. How do you
no,
say?
it's fine,
Rania.
Rania. Rania.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
All right, all right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on. So we've got a special note. We're looking for the country director and global ambassador for our Smart Word Partnership Room. Those who are interested in joining us should contact us quickly, as we have a VIP membership. So as we are moving to closure and what of thanks, I would like to say what an extraordinary and empowering evening it has been. On behalf of the organizer, we express our deepest gratitude to our presentation partner, FZ Collections, powered by Uparjan Marts and Beard Digital Point. I hope I'm not mispronouncing. Our phenomenal speakers and our awardees and every single viewer who joined us on Zoom. Don't forget to visit www.smartworldpartnershipforum.com to stay connected with our upcoming global initiatives. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful night ahead. Stay smart, stay connected. Goodbye.